at the beginning, it's definitely all about you. At the end, it's all about your team. We talk about this a lot. But at the beginning, you definitely have to work about you, right? Passion is king. Guys, we saw a woman on stage, a French woman from Montreal who didn't speak a word of English. She was there for the area retreat, which was all in English. And she was at GTC for 3 days, which was all in English. This woman sat on stage and she had her speech translated by her MVP, Dominique. It was amazing. And then she did a few sentences in French to end it off. And I was like, oh my God, I would sign that woman's business like any single day. Because the passion came through, right? So passion, find your passion. If you don't have it yet, borrow ours. Visualize it, whatever it takes to really find what's inside of you, what drives you. That's why we always talk about building your why. And your why will develop over time. I told you guys I had that aha moment about my parents, being like, I worked this hard because I want to do this for my parents. That makes so much sense to me now. So it's okay if they want me to work every day at the family business and they don't see my vision now. But in time, they will see when I'm bringing in that money, right? They're going to see that I still did it for them. So I'm going to do both businesses for now until that vision is as clear to them as it is for me, right? Set the temperature, guys. This is a business that only works when you hustle. If you're cruising along, it won't work. It's going to be that much harder to qualify. And I noticed it for myself. I've been in and out of region qual for 7 months now, okay? I was sitting there and I was mad at myself. I can't believe I didn't close this in my 2nd month. I have it. I have what it takes. You all have what it takes to close it now. So get to national vice president and your team will follow. There it is.
That was hysterical.
Don't complain. We talked about this a lot. I have to work on myself, and I swear to God, you're not going to hear another complaint from me again. I'm not going to. It's so destructive. Not about this business, I'll complain about other things, though. Like having to work 9 to 5 and all those kind of things. I'm going to complain about it a little bit longer, and then when that's done, I'll stop complaining altogether. Okay? It was really destructive, and it's funny, we heard it all the way along the line, and we heard it from Tony Robbins in the car on the way back. What you say, what you think, is what is going to happen. Right? Any of you guys seen The Secret? You guys are Landmark Forum, ladies over there. I'm sure you guys talk about it all the time. Visualization, it's that whole idea. Tony Robbins actually says it's a science. If you have belief and you truly believe it, there is something that happens in your brain that opens up these opportunities to come into your life. If you don't have it, borrow mine. Surround yourself with me all the time. Come hang out all the time. Come to Towels. Come. They have the belief, and it is contagious and infectious. Right? So, if at the beginning it's hard, I understand, you don't see the big picture yet, it takes a bit of time to develop, but the more you're around these people, the better it is. And honestly, my downstairs right now looks like a sticky note house. Like, I literally put sticky notes on I'm like, EMVP 2013, EMVP 2013, EMVP 2013. And you're coming with me because you're my E. Yeah. Right? Right? Okay, number 2, excuses. We hear a lot of excuses in this business. I gave a lot of excuses in this business. Make your excuses your why, right? My excuse for not having time is my why. Again, Chantel said it. It's no simpler way to say it. It's what's going to be the driving force that, we got back from Albany at 10 o'clock at night. Do you think I wanted to go have a one-on-one and drop off a gold bag? No. But I need to go finish region this month, so I have no choice but to go do that. And honestly, I'll hang out and I'll sleep when I get to EMVP for a couple days, and I'll help you all get there, right?
But it still doesn't mean that we're constant, we don't want to turn people off that we're constantly, we're talking about
No, I have a full-time job and a
7
second
hours
job,
a week,
and this is my 3rd job, so I have to really fit in the nooks and crannies of my life, right? So, absolutely, it's not if I'm really talking about how much I'm spending right now going into EMVP, if I put in 12 hours this week, I won't hit that. I really, really won't hit that. So I'm just, that's just how much time I have to spend on it right now. So I'm gonna do what I can. I'm gonna sleep a little less so I can fit my other jobs in as well. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Jen and she's coming in. Jen? Okay, sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So excuses. Okay, plans change all the time. You will have a party that is canceled on you. I can guarantee it. That's why we have a backup party, right? People will tell you they're coming to meetings and they won't show up. I got stood up last week for the first time in my life. Stood up. Told me they didn't call me until an hour after I was home. They said, "So are you still in the area?" I was like, "No, I'm not in the area. Not at all." Right? I'm never talking to you again. You stood me up, right? Honestly though, you're going to change. Your business will change. This is the biggest growth I've been in my entire life. I have learned more about myself in the last year of my life than the last 10 years I've had in business. It's insane. And honestly, I've never been prouder. And that's sort of something I missed talking about earlier when it says it's all about, when my point about it's all about you. You have to praise yourself. Like, at one point, we all push hard, and there's going to be ups and downs, and you have to give yourself a little credit. You're that 1% who got out of your way and said, I'm going to give something new a shot. So give yourself a little tap on the back and get back out there and, do it again. And just don't forget that, you're an amazing, above average individual that's doing something, really, really special. So don't forget to, don't be so hard on yourself. We tell each other that all the time because we'll call each other and we're like, I really want region, but, it's been like such a hard beginning of the month. And we'll both say, you know what, like, you got here in this much time, like, just be proud of yourself, right? Stop waiting for circumstances to change because they won't. There's someone on that, we were talking about someone on the team who's saying, I have a child right now, it's really hard for me to come to DAs, and it's really hard for me to, learn. It's not you, by the way.
No,
you're always there, obviously. And she said, having another baby in, February, once that baby comes, I'll be able to devote more time to the business.
Oh, really?
What? Are you crazy? Nothing's going to change. It's going to be way worse. Timing is never right. If you want something different, you have to do it now. This is the time to start, right? And that's really you talked about the business order, which is like the number one objection we get for people not joining, but time is by far the second, biggest objection we get. Debbie Neal said, what is your freedom worth? How much time is your freedom worth? Because I can guarantee that putting, on the high end 10 hours a week, which honestly when I first started I was doing an hour a week. Now I'm like, I get how it works and I want to hustle because I want to get to the top as quickly as humanly possible. But yeah, what is your time worth? What is the plan for the future for you? And I can honestly say, looking at that top line of ENVPs, the people who are most successful are the people who were the busiest to begin with. Right? Okay. Number 3 is team mentality, and some of this might be a little repetitive, but really it's about valuing your teams, declaring your goals, doing it together as a team because you won't make it on your own. The people who think about themselves don't last at all. Because honestly, remember that DA I went to Barrie for you, and that girl ended up quitting, and I was like, oh my god, I drove 2 hours to Barrie on Halloween, dressed in green face paint, and had to wash it off in a Tim Hortons washroom and do the DA. But we're there for each other, right, buddy? Yeah, right? And she does the same for me, right? So value your team, work together, it's the only way to do it. And really, you are your team. So if you're not growing yourself, your team won't grow. But I'm talking about really inside. What kind of personal development are you going through? You're going to have a lot of aha moments in this business, a lot of them. We had about 1,000 this weekend, right? I was crying. I was oh my god, aha! I was in the shower and she went in the shower after because we were all sharing. I went to towel. I was I just totally got it. I was I'm all stressed out about leaving, my mom hanging in her business because all I want to do is help her. But I can't help her doing that business. I can help her doing this business, right? Never ask anyone to do anything you are not willing to do. Never ask anyone to go to Barrie if you're not willing to go to Barrie on Halloween, right? I know she would. I know she would do that for me. She would. She has done it for me. So we're creating this amazing culture on our team that we would do anything for each other. And what's our motto? Just book it. Someone will be there. Book it. We'll find someone to come. And we do. We really rarely have any issues. And usually I say, and I said it to Lila, I was like, Lila, I don't have anyone for you, but you can do it yourself. I've seen you do it. You're awesome. Yeah. True leaders create great leaders, right? So it's about developing yourself, getting to that true leadership point. Oh my God, I can't wait. I honestly, I can't wait. I imagine myself, and we're going to throw another party when we turn MVP, by the way. We're not just going to do a car party. We're going to do, a bigger car party when you get to MVP. And I can't wait to have everyone stand in the room and be look at this awesome team. Look at these amazing opportunities I gave to so many people. That's, my vision at the end of it all. Well, at the beginning of it all, really. Because then it's all of you guys coming in after me, right? Okay, people. The biggest aha moment I had was about the kind of people you want in your business. Debbie Neal said, don't go and find schmucks. You do not want schmucks in your business. They will not succeed. Find entrepreneurs. And I'm not talking about the people who are actually already on their own business. I'm talking about people who have that mindset of, doing what it takes, stepping outside the box as much as possible to create something that, is not traditional per se, right? You can't, work 9 to 5 and expect to be a multimillionaire. It's not going to happen, right? Find people who have an above average desire to win.